Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into the persistent and frustrating problem of right-side whitespace in HTML/CSS. This guide will cover common causes, debugging strategies, and effective solutions, complete with code examples. Understanding the problem. The right-side whitespace problem refers to that annoying empty space that appears on the right edge of your website, extending beyond the intended boundaries of your content. It often manifests as a horizontal scrollbar when it shouldn't be there. It's a common issue, and pinpointing the exact cause can sometimes feel like a hunt. Why does this happen? Several factors can contribute to unwanted right-side whitespace. Here are the most frequent culprits. 1. Elements exceeding the viewport width *. The most common cause is an element, or multiple elements, on your page that are wider than the visible viewport, browser window, and are not properly contained. This overflow forces the browser to create horizontal scroll bars to accommodate the overextending content. 2. Fixed widths combined with padding/borders/margins *. If you give an element a fixed width and add padding, borders, or margins without accounting for them, the total width of the element, including padding, border, and margin, will exceed the fixed width you defined, leading to overflow. 3. Negative margins *. Negative margins can unintentionally pull elements beyond the boundaries of their parent containers, causing overflow. They can be useful for layout effects, but need careful consideration. 4. Absolutely positioned elements *. Position, absolute takes an element out of the normal document flow. If an absolutely positioned element is positioned too far to the right, it can create whitespace. 5. Floated elements *. While float, left or float, right is less common as the primary cause these days, thanks to Flexbox and Grid, improperly cleared floats can still mess with layout and create unintended whitespace if they affect the height calculation of their parent. 6. Images or other media *. Images or other media, videos, iframes, can exceed their container's boundaries if they aren't properly styled to be responsive. 7. Transformations *. Sometimes, CSS transformations, example transform, translate, transform, rotate, can unintentionally cause elements to shift in a way that creates whitespace, especially if the transformation logic isn't perfectly aligned. 8. Browser inconsistencies *. Although rare, there may be subtle differences in how different browsers render your CSS, potentially leading to whitespace issues in one browser but not another. 9. JavaScript *. JavaScript that dynamically adds or modifies elements styles/dimensions could introduce the problem. 10. Viewport meta tag *. Incorrect or missing viewport meta tag configurations can affect how the page scales on different devices, sometimes resulting in whitespace on certain screen sizes. Debugging strategies. Before we get to the solutions, it's crucial to have a robust debugging approach. 1. Inspect element, browser developer tools. This is your best friend. Open your browser's developer tools, usually by pressing F12 or right-clicking and selecting Inspect. Use the Select an Element in the Page to Inspect It tool, the little arrow icon, to click on the problematic whitespace area. Carefully examine the HTML structure and the CSS styles applied to the elements around the whitespace. Look for elements that are wider than their container. Pay close attention to width, padding, border, margin, and box sizing properties. 2. Outline all elements. Apply a temporary CSS rule to your entire document to visually outline all elements. This will make it immediately obvious which element is causing the overflow. The red outlines will show you the actual dimensions of each element, including padding, borders, and margins. Remove this rule once you've identified the culprit. 3. Gradual removal * comment out sections of your HTML and CSS code, gradually removing potentially problematic elements, until the whitespace disappears. This will help you isolate the source of the problem. 4. Check browser zoom level * make sure your browser zoom is set to 100%. Sometimes an accidental zoom level can create the illusion of whitespace. 5. Test on different browsers and devices * if the problem is only occurring in a specific browser or device, it can point to a browser-specific rendering issue or a viewport issue. 6. Viewport meta tag check * confirm your viewport meta tag is set up correctly, particularly for mobile devices. Solutions. Now let's get to the fixes. Here are the most common and effective approaches. 1. Box sizing, border box. This is the most important solution for preventing unexpected element widths. By default, the width and height properties of an element only apply to the content area. Padding and borders are added on top of that. Box sizing, border box changes this behavior. Width and height include the padding and border, making it far easier to control the overall size of elements. Apply this to all elements. Explanation ****. HTML box sizing, border box, this sets the box sizing property on the root element. ****, before, after box sizing, inherit, this makes all elements, including : before and : after pseudo elements, inherit the box sizing from the HTML element. This ensures consistency throughout your document. Example, without box sizing, border box. The actual width of this div will be 200px plus 2 * 20px plus 2 * 5px equals 250px. Example, with box sizing, border box. The actual width of this div will be 200px. The padding and border will be inside the 200px width. The content area is automatically shrunk to accommodate the padding and border within the defined width. 2. Overflow, hidden, on parent elements *. If you've identified a specific parent element whose child elements are overflowing, applying overflow, hidden to the parent will clip the overflowing content. This is a quick fix, but be careful. It can hide content you intend to be visible if you're not using it precisely. Explanation ***. Overflow, hidden, tells the browser to hide any content that extends beyond the boundaries of the element. If the overflow is intended, overflow, auto, may be more appropriate as this adds a scroll bar to the element if the content does not fit. 3. Max width, 100%, for images and media *. Images and other media elements are notorious for overflowing their containers. Apply max width, 100%, and height, auto, to prevent this. Explanation ***. Max width, 100%, ensures that the image, or media element, will never be wider than its parent container. Height, auto, maintains the image's aspect ratio as it scales down. 4. Responsive layout techniques, Flexbox and Grid. Flexbox and CSS Grid are powerful layout tools designed to create responsive and flexible designs. They automatically handle element placement and sizing, reducing the likelihood of overflow. Flexbox example ***. CSS Grid example ***. Explanation ***. Flexbox, display, flex on the container makes its children flex items. Flex wrap, wrap allows the items to wrap onto multiple lines if they exceed the container's width. The width property of the items determines their size. CSS Grid, display, grid on the container creates a grid layout. Grid template columns defines the columns. Repeat, autofit, min-max, 200px, 1fr, creates columns that are at least 200px wide but can expand to fill available space. Gap adds spacing between the grid items. 5. Clearing floats asterisk. If you're still using float, though less common, ensure that the parent element of the floated elements is properly cleared. This prevents the parent from collapsing to zero height, which can lead to layout problems. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk the .clearFix class is applied to the parent element. Asterisk the colon after pseudo element creates an empty element after the parent's content. Asterisk clear, both ensures that the pseudo element sits below the floated elements, forcing the parent to contain them. 6. Viewport meta tag, mobile responsiveness. Make sure you have a correct viewport meta tag in the head of your HTML document, especially for mobile devices. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk width equals device width, sets the viewport width to match the device's screen width. Asterisk initial scale equals 1.0, sets the initial zoom level to 100%. 7. Careful use of negative margins asterisk. Avoid negative margins if possible, as they are easy to mismanage. If you must use them, ensure they don't cause elements to overflow their containers. 8. Fixed positioning adjustments asterisk. Carefully consider the position and dimensions of elements with position, fixed or position, absolute. Make sure their positioning doesn't inadvertently push content outside the viewport. If using JavaScript to handle positioning, double-check the element's properties are correctly calculated based on the size of the parent element. Example, troubleshooting a specific scenario. Let's say you have the following HTML and the following CSS, style.css. If image.jpg is wider than 800px, you'll get right side whitespace. Troubleshooting steps asterisk. 1. Inspect element asterisk. Use the browser's developer tools to inspect the img element. You'll see that its actual width is larger than the container's width. 2. Solution asterisk. Add max width, 100%, and height, auto, to the img CSS rule. This will ensure that the image scales down to fit within the container, eliminating the whitespace. Key takeaways. Asterisk box sizing, border box, is your friend. Use it on all elements. Asterisk inspect, 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 browser developer tools are essential for debugging. Asterisk think responsively. Use max width, 100%, for images and media. Asterisk embrace flexbox and grid. They simplify responsive layout. Asterisk avoid excessive negative margins. Asterisk pay attention to fixed and absolute positioning. Asterisk clear floats when necessary. Asterisk don't forget the viewport meta tag. Asterisk gradually narrow down the issue by removing elements. By systematically applying these debugging strategies and solutions, you'll be well equipped to conquer the right side whitespace problem and create clean, responsive websites. Good luck.